Good morning. Well done for being there. Today we close this week. It's a slightly shorter week, but in some ways we went a little bit deep in some of the exercises and I hope in some of the understanding as well on what to do when we feel like a discomfort in what area. Start noticing and start knowing the small changes that would help us with that. But also today is full moon in an eclipse, and I think another thing that we need to think about, or that we could think about, is also about energy levels, the way we feel, and how to overcome limitations. No, that's Ganesha is the god of the yogis, and that is what is helping us, no, to get rid of those blockages, those limitations. And that's not just on the physical body, but also emotionally, mentally, in our growth, in our path. So I will share later on some information about this because I'm very passionate about it. But now, good. Let's sit in a comfortable position and wiggle around. Roll your shoulders back and down. Good, and then just twist. Breathe slowly. Good, and then just come back to that still position with the spine aligned but soft, like you're not rigid, and the abdomen feels soft also, the shoulders relaxed. And then the chin just slightly towards the chest. So the whole spine is soft, as I say. When we bring the stomach in, there's a little bit more of a space in between the lower vertebrae. But then imagine that we're pulling from the top of the crown of the head. So it's that uplifting feeling, but it doesn't come from the middle of the spine. It doesn't come from tilting the pelvis. It's just from top of the crown of the head. So relax the shoulders. Feel the space in between ears and shoulders. The space in between the vertebrae. Feel the neck lengthening. And perhaps a couple of deep breaths would help to bring some awareness to how is the spine feeling, the neck, the shoulders. The eyes closed with your gaze up. Relaxing the face muscles, the jaw. And start deepening your breath. Lowering towards the abdomen, each inhalation. And gently contracting with each exhalation. And when you feel that the breathing is long enough, that we feel that inhalation towards the lower back, that means that we can lengthen, that we can raise up from the abdomen to the chest. And then relaxing from chest to abdomen. And as we bring that breathing longer and breathing more deeply, then on the exhalation, we relax the chest, but then the abdomen we squeeze in. And as we inhale, if we want to allow that breathing to come all the way up towards the clavicular, then we allow it to do so. With the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart. Pressing gently, starting with our gratitude practice. Saying thank you for just two things, being specific about what is it that you want to say thank you for. And then setting your intentions for this practice, for your day. It's a good day to start planning what is it that we can let go of, can release. And inhaling, raise the palms up. Exhaling, lowering the arms all the way down. Deep breath in and out. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Good, so we can cross the legs on the other way. And we've been doing twists with the shoulders and with the hips almost every day. But normally we engage the arms first. But there is another way of doing it. If, for example, let's say that we want to twist, but the upper back doesn't feel very strong, and what we do want to do is more stretching rather than strengthening. And for that, we just bring the hand on the opposite knee straight away, and then the other hand behind the back, in the middle of the spine, just behind. Instead of going round, just bring it down on the mat with the fingertips pressing down. And then the back shoulder will go back actively. And then the front one, we're going to bring it lower down and then look back. Creating more space between ear and shoulder. But also what we get here is more stretch towards the lower part of the abdomen. Keep breathing slowly. Good, and the next inhalation, we come back towards the center and then to the other side. So first bring the hand on the knee, then the other hand in the middle of the back behind. Good, and then lower down that arm, that is the shoulder really that we want to lengthen down. And then actively the back shoulder, pulling towards the back, opening the chest as much as you can. You can close your eyes to deepen into the practice, into the twist, to feel what areas are involved. One more round of breath. And then slowly open your eyes if they're closed, unwind and come to center. So now let's do the other side, the other way. Inhaling and bring the arms out. Relax the shoulders. So arms are very active, fingertips stretched out, and then twisting, lowering the hand, and the other hand comes around the waist. And then chin to chest. Try to use the arms to twist. Breathe slowly. So hopefully you notice here, because it's a deeper twist, that the breathing also is different. The breathing is more with the chest and clavicular. But with the other twist, you should have been able to breathe more with the abdomen also. That's why it's easier to release tension on the lower back with the first exercise. And with this one, we focus more on the middle back and shoulders. And then inhaling, come back to center, bring the arms all the way out and up. And exhaling, lowering down. Stretch and twist. Chin to the back, the front elbow bend to help you into that twist. Feeling the expansion mainly on the ribs. One more round of breath. And then slowly unwind the arms. Inhaling, bring them up. And exhaling, lowering down. Good, and then hands on the knees, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhaling forward. Exhaling down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. And then the other way. Inhaling. Exhaling, shoulders forward. Forward rotation. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And out. Good. Then just loosen up the spine. We're going to stretch the legs. So if you notice when we do deep stretches on the, whether they're twists or side stretch, we always close with that raising up, because when we do one side, then we're working more on one compressing and the other one stretching, and then on the other one, but that always would help to bring that balance, okay, to kind of close that stretch. So whenever you do stretches on your own, then do that. As we stretch the legs, then just bounce them and move the toes. Good, and then we lay down on the mat with the spine flat. Good, and then lift the feet off the floor. Keep the hands by your sides, chin to chest, and wiggle side to side. So just remember to feel what part of the back, the lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, what area feels a little bit more tense or more achy from the exercises that we've been doing, and then just massage on that area. Good, and then as we come back towards the center, we bring the hands on the knees and the knees to the sides, wrapping around, and create a little bit more of space rocking. So the toes are touching together and the knees to the sides. Good. Feeling the tailbone lifting from the floor, from the mat. Chin to chest. Good. And then from here, allow with the hands, bring the knees to the sides as wide as you can, and the feet will come apart. Just feel that stretch on the inner thighs, and rest the arms, upper arms and elbows on the floor, chin to chest. So once we are actively pulling the knees to the sides, and we know that that is our maximum in this moment, Then we bend the knees into that happy baby. And you can keep the hands down, holding behind the thighs. But as we bend the knees, bring the sole of the feet towards the ceiling. Yeah. And the ankles flexed. Keep from the elbow to the shoulders, to the back of the crown of the head, and all the way running down to the spine and lower back. Completely flat. Slightly engaged, pressing down on the mat, but the neck relaxed. Try to bring the toes towards you a little bit more. Good, and then releasing the legs, the arms, and hold nice and tight. Good, and then from here, release the hands, bring the feet down on the mat with hip width apart and the arms in T shape. And now we bring the knees to the right, but try to keep the shoulders in contact with the mat. If you feel that it's lifting, then just raise up slightly with the knees. Keep them there. Breathing deeply. And especially the top leg, try to allow it to relax completely. Try not to hold on, even if it's not touching the other leg. Good. And then with the next inhalation, come back to center, and exhaling, bring them to the other side. One more round of breath. And with the next inhalation, coming back to center. Good. And then we roll on the right side and using the bottom arm to support the head, aligning the knees and the hips. And the other hand is in front of us to keep us balanced. We can do an exercise from here. So from there, inhaling and bring the top leg up, hip width apart, raising up the floor, and then toes pointing. If you feel any pressure on the hip that is in contact with the mat, then just lean slightly forward. Good, and then from there, we're gonna inhale and bring the leg up as high as you can. And then exhaling, bringing all the way back, leaning slightly forward. Good, so as we inhaling, the core is engaged, the leg is active, of course, the spine is straight. And then as we exhale, then we bring the leg back and arch the spine slightly by bringing the chest forward. Good, and then inhaling. Exhaling. Good, we do two more. Inhaling, bring the leg forward with the toes pointing so the leg is very active. And then exhaling all the way back. Good, and one more. Inhale. And exhale. Good, and then just come back to the center. Bend the knee and hold on the instep. So here, if it's not so easy to hold the instep, then what we can do is arch the spine. So we can bring the chest forward, the hips to the back. But actually what we're looking for here is to be able to stretch the thigh. So if you bend the elbow in the position that you are, bringing the shoulder back, and you feel that stretch, then that's good. If you don't feel such a nice stretch on the thigh, which is a stretch that feels very good because we don't do that much, and we use our thighs a lot, larger muscle. So you can align the spine for a deeper stretch. The shorter the muscle on the abdomen, the longer on the thigh. And the longer on the abdomen, the shorter on the thigh. So just modify depending on what you think your thigh needs. Good. And then from there, release the hand, release the leg. Good. And then use your arms to bring you up and to tilt to the other side. Feel nice and comfortable first before we start moving. Good. And then inhaling, top leg up, toes pointing, breathing slowly. Good. And then bringing the leg back, inhaling. Good. And then exhaling, bring it forward. Good. Inhaling back. Glutes very active. And exhaling forward. Core and thigh active. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. And then come back with the leg. Bend the knee. Hold the instep. And then notice, and perhaps this thigh feels slightly different. If that's the case, if it feels more tension than the other one, then that means that when we're standing up, we tend to lean more towards to this side. Or if it feels easier, then perhaps we lean more towards the other side. So try to remember when we're standing to practice that grounding, to spare the weight in both feet, soften the knees, engage your toes. Good, and then slowly release. Bring the knee on top of the other, hand to the front, and then slowly use your arms to bring you up to sitting, and then to tabletop. Good. So from tabletop, hands aligned with the shoulders, and just a gentle cat-cow. Inhaling, looking up, and exhaling round. And when we round, try to stretch the toes as much as possible to protect the knees. Inhaling, soften the spine, shoulders back, looking up. Exhaling. Neck soft. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And as we inhale, remember to keep the elbows slightly in. Exhaling out. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. And then come back towards the center. Bring the big toes touching and knees as wide as possible. Bringing the abdomen in between the legs, not on top of them. Bring the chin down if the chest is touching the mat. If it's not quite there yet, that's absolutely fine. Bring the forehead down and stretch the arms. Feel the stretch on the spine on the arms and the shoulders, but also allow the hips to rest, to feel that stretch running all the way towards the lower part of the spine, back. One more round of breath. And then slowly open your eyes, start walking back with your hands. Good, and then bring the knees together. Now bring the lower arms down, bend the elbows, bring the hands as a support for your chin. And then you can have the eyes open or closed. Raise that gaze up. Bring the chin slightly forward so you can completely let go, so you can rest. Tongue towards the upper palate. And again, the spine is completely relaxed. And then inhaling, stretch the arms, bring the forehead down. And then bring the arms by your sides, palms facing up, Sashankasana. Completely resting, deep regeneration, and a reset for the nervous system, lymphatic system. One more round of breath. And then engage with the core and start rounding the spine. Gently, with a few blinks, open your eyes, but keep looking down. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then forward. Good, and then bring the hands in front of you. Tuck the toes under. And walk back to come on the tiptoes. Bring the hips high. Stretch the legs. Forward fold. Feel the stretch. As you let go, feel the space. As we breathe deeply, smoothly. And then bend the knees, lifting the shoulders slightly, straighten the arms, palm facing each other, spine straight, and start coming up to standing, palms together, and exhaling, lowering through the sides all the way down. And then straighten the legs and shake them. Good, and then grab your blanket to get ready for your Savasana. Well done. Sometimes it takes more presence to do a gentle class, but it also helps to bring more presence. Now stretch the legs, the arms, Close your eyes. And coming back to that process of letting go that the moon helps us to engage with, always think that when we need to let go of some habits or some things or some relationships, sometimes we need to work hard, or we feel that we need to work hard, but some other times also it's about letting go. So just to start feeling, what is it that you think that you need to be doing for that to happen, for releasing. Trust yourself. And now relax completely, bring the gaze up, calm the mind. Relax the whole body. Relax the face muscles. Relax the jaw. Relax the tongue. And stay there for another 2 minutes, enjoying that peace, that calmness. And after this Savasana, choose a position that feels comfortable for you without disturbing the body too much, so you can practice some meditation. And remember, if you can relax in Savasana, then you can practice meditation. Have a lovely day, great weekend, and I'll see you Monday.